Hello, I'm Chris. Today we're going to have a look at when to brake for turns and junctions, and how important it is to get the timing right, as it can either make a turn or junction really easy or extremely difficult. Some new drivers brake too late, which could scare other road users as they might not think you're stopping. You might also stop over the give way markings, which could put you in the way of other road users. Braking too late also gives you less time to prepare to go again, which means it will take you longer to move off. But some new drivers stop too early. You will then need to creep forward to get a better view, and possibly stop again. So when should you start braking? Well, there's a few things that can affect when to start braking, including if you're driving up or downhill, and how fast you're driving. I need to give way at this junction, and I want to aim to stop if it's busy, just before the give way line. I know I've stopped in a good place up at the line, as these dashes look like they touch the bottom of this mirror. So when I start braking, that's what I'm aiming for. So I'll start braking now, aiming to stop up at that line. But with all junctions, it's not just about being ready to stop, but also ready to go. And that's a good thing about approaching the junction slowly, as you'll have time to change to first gear and observe. It's safer to start braking too early rather than too late and stopping over the line, possibly putting yourself in danger. The brake pedal is pressure sensitive. The more you press it, the more the car will slow down. But don't feel that once you start pressing the brake, that you've got to keep pressing it until you stop, because you can always ease off it if you're stopping too early, and then brake more if needed. This time I'm stopping too early. Before I stop, I'll just release the brake, let it roll. Now brake more. Looks clear, gas, biting point. So don't forget, if you feel like you're stopping a bit too early, then just release the brake and lightly brake again if needed. Slowing down too late for a turn will make it harder to get everything done before turning. I've changed down to second too late, which led to me coasting or freewheeling around the turn. This gives you less control. It's important to get the timing of the routine correct. Check interior left mirror, signal left, position, now slow down. Second gear, gently release the clutch. Turn. Slowing down at the right time makes driving so much easier, safer, and less stressful. Here's the turn again. You'd normally slow down after you've signalled. If you slow down too early for a turn, then you might annoy drivers behind. I'm slowing down too soon. Off the brake, lightly brake again, first gear, release the brake to roll. It's clear, gas, biting point, hold the clutch still at the biting point. There's an oncoming moped, clutch down, brake lightly, time it so I don't need to stop, gas, biting point, then slowly release the clutch. So even approaching a situation like that slowly makes it easier, and I didn't have to stop completely and move off from a standstill, which saves money on fuel. Approaching junctions slowly gives you a chance to observe, and you might not need to stop. another junction. Mirrors, signal, brake. Clutch down, a little harder on the brake. First gear, less pressure on the brake. Observe, clear, gas, biting point. Don't forget that when to start braking and how much to press it depends on different factors, such as how fast you're driving, how soon you need to stop, and the road conditions. If it's wet or icy, then you'll have to brake earlier. Always plan ahead and give yourself plenty of time and distance to brake smoothly and safely. If you're stopping on an uphill, then as soon as you release the gas pedal, the hill will slow you down, so you'd normally brake later. For more driving tips, including how to deal with roundabouts, then have a look at our free online course of modules on our website. You don't even need to register. There's a link in the description. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, as it really helps us make more videos. Keep safe on the road, and bye for now.